So thank you, Jason and Naomi, for coming online tonight to basically do a testimonial of your experience to date with Unlock Your Financial Future. So what I'd just like to, the reason why we do this, and it's very, very powerful for new clients coming on board, and I'm sure you can relate to, the experience, trying to start, having a team of experts that basically can help and support you. So just before we start, can you just very briefly just tell us a little bit about yourselves?
Okay. Well, we've been together for about 6 years now. Both previously married, so we had houses
and kids and all that sort of thing earlier.
And been through all the rigmarole of divorce. And then we ended up, getting a nice new mortgage, which was something I wasn't really looking forward to after paying a house off.
Yeah.
Back into that again. But, you have to do these things. Yeah, exactly.
Get back on the horse, yeah?
Yeah.
It's actually, it's very powerful what you're mentioning. I've been divorced myself, and it is sad when and I'm sure you've got friends that went through divorce and never actually got even just buying principal place of residence ever again.
Yeah, that's right. I have to just go and rent and go down that path.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's fantastic, and obviously, I mean, I'm very proud of you. You've actually started a wealth creation journey. So, how long is it? Have you wanted to start the wealth creation journey prior to meeting me?
Personally,
yeah,
I probably wanted to start it maybe 10 years ago when I did pay my last house off.
Yeah,
it was something that I didn't want to look at, but unfortunately that didn't happen.
Yeah.
So I think it was when we got this nice mortgage, and we both knew that it was a lot bigger than what we previously had, that we needed to do something to try and get it down quick as possible.
Very interesting point, Naomi, because that's very, very powerful what you just said, because you just said you've got a mortgage and you knew you needed to do something wealth creation to pay your mortgage off. And a lot of people listening to that go, well, why would you, what does that mean? Like, you've already got a debt. How would you pay that off? So that's what people learn when they come on board. They learn the tools on how you can actually create wealth and how cash flow, whether it's negative or positive, can help you pay that loan off.
Yeah.
So it's very powerful. So how were you prior to meeting me, building wealth, preparing yourselves for your retirement?
Not very well.
We weren't doing a great job
doing
at
anything
it.
Really, to be honest.
No.
Right, so.
We probably made it worse because then we extended on our house, so we added more money onto the mortgage.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it, because that's what people do, don't they? It's non-deductible debt, and and then they build that up, and then they get themselves out of basically doing that wealth creation. Yeah. So can I ask you, from that's obviously, we're talking very factual. How did that feel emotionally, going to work and watching that non-deductible debt, and you knowing that was 10 years ago you wanted to start that wealth creation journey? Was that frustrating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, because it didn't take a long time to get rid of my first mortgage, because obviously buying 20 plus years ago, it was a lot cheaper back then.
It was.
But to get rid of it so quickly felt good, and then knowing that I was going to go back into it again and owe double what I did originally, that did worry me.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So what were your main areas of concern before committing to Unlock Your Financial Future? Not necessarily my company, but, like making that decision to start a wealth creation journey.
Yeah, I think it's just scary
getting into more and more debt. You seem to be getting into more and more debt all the time.
Yeah, and obviously our out-of-pocket's been really good. Like, that's not something that we've had to worry about. But I suppose it's just that thought that, what if it doesn't go the way that you think it's going to, and you're going to end up with more debt? I think that was probably the biggest thing.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Worried if you're going to be able to afford to pay it if you have to, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So you've purchased 2 properties in the time I've known you. You've purchased one in your personal name and one in the self-managed super fund. So with that reality and that perspective prior to meeting me, How is your cash flow looking today?
The same,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah. Nothing's really changed.
Nothing's changed. We still go out and
do what we do and
do whatever we do and pay even more off our mortgage now. So
we're probably paying more now than we were beforehand.
It hasn't changed for us.
Yeah,
it's good.
Are you paying more of your mortgage because you're now connected to more of a purpose than ever before?
Yeah,
probably.
definitely.
Yeah. Trying to get in front as quick as we can, I suppose.
Yeah, that's right.
To look forward to down the road.
Yeah. Oh, now we've got other things working for us. It's makes
it a bit easier, really, in a sense.
Yeah, it gives you more purpose to do it.
And I suppose we're talking factually, but emotionally, how does that feel in your relationship as well?
What the whole situation? Yeah, it doesn't.
It sort of feels good in a way, I suppose.
Oh yeah, it's nice to go. Wow, I've got 2 other properties. Not just our own
your own
home.
house and that. And
no, it feels good. It's not something that you'd say that to me 2 years ago, and I wouldn't have thought that it would have happened. But it did happen quite quick, and it all seems to be going pretty well and easy, and we haven't had any big dramas.
No, it's really good.
Look, I think not only did you buy previously, obviously gone through divorce, bought a house, and then did the investment journey. It's now you've the feeling of like working together towards that plan and that purpose. Must feel great.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Something to look forward to. Have some nice retirement money down the track.
There we go. More dark nights. So
that's it. That's on tonight too.
So how would you describe then now we're talking about the actual process from meeting me to basically the property being rented, and even afterwards, guys, you know what I'm like I'm very hands-on, so I don't just say see ya and leave you alone. What has that process been what's the process been like in relation to communication, timing, help and support?
Oh, excellent.
It's been good, had no problems, and everything's went really smoothly.
No, and that's what I liked, because when you came to visit us, even the first time, the second time, the third time, you always went through every process with us to let us know exactly what was going to be happening and what the next stage was going to be.
Yeah.
Just made it easy to deal with.
Even for us simple people.
And that's what we try and do. We try and the pitfalls or the worry. We don't want you worrying. So if we try and catch wherever we need to. And there was obviously handover. No, you were just before, weren't you? One property was in December, which was great. And the other one was already, which was May, wasn't it? May. Yeah. So you did get one in COVID. You got it right.
Yes, we got in before that happened.
Tick tick.
Yes, big tick.
It's like that.
Tick tick.
Yeah.
So we were just actually having a conversation and just refreshing on that in relation to basically you're obviously going to visit the property and just do the 6-12 months inspections afterwards as well. So like I just said to you, that's very important, because that's obviously the builder will go in and repair any of that work for you. Can I ask you, what do you see if you were talking to somebody and you were describing the actual Unlock Your Financial Future? What do you see are the main benefits of using my services as opposed to somebody else trying to do it themselves?
I wouldn't even imagine.
Couldn't even imagine doing it ourselves. It's too much. It is, and that's why having someone like you that's got all the other people surrounding you and all the different,
It's just it would have been a nightmare, I reckon. Trying to do it yourself.
What's the word I'm looking for?
No, what are you looking for?
Your partners. That's the word I'm looking for. Having all your partners that you all seem to be so in line with each other and all know what other person's doing and what needs to be done, and the contact that we had with everyone was really great.
And Naomi, it's really good what you just said, because we do know what's going on. There's I'm the owner of the company and they've got their own companies, so the finance have got their own companies, the accountant's got their own company, and the planner's got their own company. And what's very, very important is that I chose many years ago to only wear the property license, even though I've got the qualification as the planner and the finance, so that you can get that independent advice.
Yeah.
And that they stay in their own lane. And what they do is every Monday morning is they email me a report, and so we can all see where everybody's tracking. And if we feel that something's stuck, we all jump in and help. Yeah. And you will now see too, not only through your through the bill process and everything else, where we will basically, if you need anything at any stage, we're always there for you. So you might throw us a question, and it could be an accountancy question, it could be the finance question, a property. We're all here for you. So that's really, really important.
Yeah, we found that
it's
to
been
be
good,
the case. Yeah. Any issues that we've ever had
with whatever, we just ring whoever we need to.
Ring or email, and we always get a response
without any dramas. So.
Yeah.
Which is so important, communication.
Oh, definitely. No. Be nothing worse, would it? Not knowing what's going on.
Yeah. And I suppose the last question is would you be happy to recommend Unlock Your Financial Future services?
No. I'm just joking.
Just testing.
No, definitely. Of course. Yeah. I wouldn't hesitate.
It's made the whole process so much easier.
Yeah. I'm glad that we went to the seminar and bit the bullet and went, let's just go and just see, what it's all about and how hard or easy it is. And it
was just time to do it as well. If we didn't do it, we'd never do it. And we probably should have done it,
Yeah, we're not getting any younger, so that's the thing.
Not,
if we didn't do it now, it probably wouldn't have happened at all.
Yeah. And that's really powerful, Jason, because it's like I've got to remember every day that people just we've just got to be present in what's important. Sometimes like we can be so overwhelmed with life, and it's today's Friday, for example, and it's actually 5:30. And then it's the weekend, and then it's Monday, and when is the right time? If I was to ask you then, now, obviously you've done it, but what would your answer be to someone who's like, this, I can't do it now because of this? What would be your response to somebody that basically says that to you?
I wish I'd done it 20 years ago.
That's right. I mean, everyone's different, and they're all at different situations in their life. But if you want to try and maybe pay your house off and get ahead, definitely just go for it, because at the end of the day, I mean, to think what we've actually forked out to get both these properties going is nothing.
Really.
Yeah.
Correct. And you just leave them alone now, don't you? Leave them alone.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then work on their own. One of the greatest things is, imagine adding, let's just say it's $1 million, 1.5, the actual value of the property. That's, even if you grew at 10%, that's 150, and then at 5%, it's like 70, 75, and even half that, 35. That's growing silently as you go to work. You just leave it alone for the next 15 years, 10 to 15 years.
So you don't have to do anything.
Hopefully be retired then. And that's
it.
Let me check, Jace. Let me see my notes. Are you retired there?
I wish I was.
No, not yet. Not yet. No.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for that. And always here for you if you've got any questions.
Yeah, definitely. It's been great. Very good experience.
Yeah, very easy.
Wait for the next one.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, hopefully. Maybe not too far away.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.